Yo, what's good, my fellow Imaginites? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. Sorry about that, guys. I was basically naked there. I needed to fix that. Got my headband now. Now I'm feeling like I can really surpass my limits here, right? But yeah, we're gonna be talking about the release date of the game this video. So I don't really have like a specific point to go to in the live stream. This is the live stream that's playing in the background behind me though. I do not have a specific point to go to in the live stream that literally shows it saying like May. More so it was like it was said. Somehow Bulot translated what he was hearing. I'm pretty sure there are like apps. Because I said when I was there that night in the live stream, I was like, yes, as I was there in Korea with Big Gaming Studios, I wish. But basically I was talking about what if there's an app that can like translate things that it hears, kind of like Shazam, but for language. And I was told that there is an app like that, so I guess that's what Bulot was using. I don't know, and I don't want to put this all on Bulot. If these dates are not correct, then don't hate parade parade at him. This is just the person who was giving me translations. I could have gone and got the translations myself, but that's just one thing that I want to make clear. These translations are not 100%, but multiple people have also gotten these translations as well. So I think that this translation is actually correct. So for everybody talking about a release date has been officially announced, or maybe not even talking about it, but like their videos say that there's an actual release date. There is still no actual release date. We got like a release time frame, which we've been getting all the time anyway. They always say they're gonna release it at a certain time frame, and then they don't, and then they push it back, and then we're just like, oh no, and then we don't hear from Vic Gaming, and then we do hear something. So one thing that I do want to start with is saying that while Vic Gaming does do a pretty shit job at communicating, let's be real here, they do. Vic Gaming, if you're watching this, you know you do, you know you need to improve, but that's okay. You have spots that you need to improve. We all do. Accept the issue, you know, overcome the issue, surpass your limits. Point of the game. But they have a problem communicating with us as a community, but they do not have a problem listening, because a lot of the things that I noticed in the live stream whenever I was like going through it, it's just a lot of little stuff that I remember a lot of like different people in the community talking about, especially people who played the beta of the game, or the people who were just seeing little tidbits and pieces from the trailers and were thinking about this or thinking about that. So it does look like they did make a few like kind of like touches, clean some things up, polish some things, and I do really appreciate Vic Gaming for that. So thumbs up to you. But basically, the game is supposed to be releasing in May. Now, I want to go to an article and show you something real quick. So here we are on Game Job. This post was dropped like 3/9/23. So the 9th of March, right? So that's last month. Now, let's take a look at this. As Big Game Studios, an affiliate of Pearl Abyss, is about to release its first game, expectations in the market are rising. According to the industry, on the 9th, Big Game Studio, so Vic Game Studio, CEO Choi Jung is busy preparing for the release of the mobile game Black Clover Mobile, the opening of Fate. I'm glad that they finally kind of like, because you remember, we were in a little period where it was like Black Clover Mobile, or Black Clover Rise of the Wizard King, or Black Clover Opening of Fate, or Black Clover. Yeah, now I like the Opening of Fate. That's a really good name. I do personally enjoy that. The company was founded in 2020 by Choi Jung, who was the chief technology officer of Funny Pal, which developed the Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross. It plans to release a collectible RPG using the IP of the animation Black Clover at its first work. Also, guys, if I'm pronouncing any of these names wrong, I do apologize, but I'm not native to that language, so I just wouldn't know how to properly say the names upon first impression. I'm only saying them as I see them phonetically. I'm not too sure. The company has previously received positive responses through global closed beta testing, absolutely, with more than 13,000 users participating. The battle method, character collection, and art style received positive reviews, and the revisit rate also recorded a high number. Yeah, I was about to say, bro, when the beta was out, dude, oh my god, I was every second of the day I was on that shit. I had it on my phone, luckily, or my iPad. I had it on my iPad, luckily, but I mean, shit. At that point, I was just taking my iPad to work with me every day and playing every day while I was at work. I was still getting the work done. It's not hard work, so, you know, I'm in the background, like, make sure my farm is getting right, too. The company is currently opening a brand site and accepting pre-order applications. We've already pre-ordered, so we're kind of past that point. But even still, if you're not pre-registered, I said pre-order. If you're not pre-registered, I'm pretty sure this should say pre-register. If you're not pre-registered, go ahead and pre-register. There are like milestone rewards for pre-registering. We've already hit all those milestone rewards. So, you know, just pre-register, get ready in the game, get rewards, right? Among them, the stock market is predicting that the company will release this work in Korea and Japan next month. Now, this was on March 9th, and it says next month in this article, meaning that they were looking to do it on April but they did not actually say that themselves. They just said they were looking to do it next month, right? So, or predicting that it was a prediction. So, it is not noteworthy that this game works as an RPG with an anime atmosphere. It is said, it is also noteworthy that this is a RPG game with an anime atmosphere. It is said that this is worth looking forward to as it matches the market trend where the demand for subculture targets is greatly expanding. Yeah, it feels like gacha games at first were like this, like, kind of like, honestly, when I was younger, anime was very like shunned upon. Sorry, I gotta hydrate, gotta get that water. It feels like anime was very like shunned upon. When I was younger, you know, somebody saw me reading a manga or something like that, they'd always like try to pick on me, laugh at me or some shit like that. And I just didn't understand. I was just like, what is so funny about another like country's like set of like standards, their culture, right? Are you laughing at me or are you laughing at another country's culture? That's just weird to me. In particular, the fact is that the next work presented by the development of Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross is also a point of comparison. As Seven Deadly Sins has achieved great results in the global market, it is analyzed the expectation for the box office of Black Clover Mobile will be high. Honestly, I'm expecting... I don't know if I'm expecting Black Clover Mobile to be better than Seven Deadly. Low-key, I feel like Black Clover Mobile will be better than Seven Deadly just due to the simple fact that a lot of Seven Deadly players are getting burnout. Like, I'm burned out on Seven Deadly Sins, and I feel like a very long time ago the game devolved into, you know, money madness. Just like, oh, pay for this, pay for this, pay for this, and get your characters right. And they definitely are monetizing a lot of things that shouldn't be monetized in the game, and I feel like that's really scummy. And I know I'm not the only person of that sentiment, so, you know, maybe a lot of people are going to go over to Seven Deadly. Like, I literally hopped in on Seven Deadly this morning and did some summons because I had the diamonds, and then, like, I was like, all right, I think I'm done with this. Those, like, you know how you come in on the game, you have some diamonds saved up? I had, like, 4 multis. I did, like, 4 multis. I didn't even feel bad not getting the new unit. I was just, like, turned it off. Like, once you're at that point with a gacha game, I really don't think there's much more saving you for it. It is estimated that Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross has achieved cumulative sales of $370 million, approximately 480 billion won, in about 3.5 years. Among them, Japan accounted for the largest portion with 44.1%, and the United States also recorded 24.7%, showing a great popularity in the global market. Therefore, big game studios, Black Clover Mobile, which continues the development DNA, is also a view worth expecting a response from overseas. Just so you guys know, I think it was last year. Was it last year or 2 years ago? But Black Clover was like the most viewed thing on Crunchyroll in like 80 countries, I'm pretty sure. 83, 82 countries. So I think that this will be received very, very well on the global forefront. It feels like Black Clover definitely wasn't that popular at first, but now it's starting to kind of hit that rise, and especially with the manga where it is right now, like, people are just eating that shit up, dude. The original Black Clover is serialized work in Weekly Shonen Jump, published by Shueisha. That's one thing that will help it out too. It being published in Shonen and not being published like in Kodansha or not being a Kodansha comic, I feel like that's absolutely going to help it too. Because, you know, it sucks to say, but like your publishing company does kind of help. It does have that big influence in it. A Japanese publisher. It recorded 18 million copies worldwide and was aired as an animation on TV Tokyo in Japan. In addition, the animation also gained popularity in the US streaming site Crunchyroll and has a fandom with a total number of dedicated amounts exceeding 2 million followers. There is also a prospect that will lead to issues driving in line with the game release. The stock market is also paying attention to the fact that Pearl Abyss is an affiliate holding 38.1% stake in Big Vic Gaming Studio. For some reason, the translation always says Big Game Studios, but it's Vic Gaming. Shin-Young Securities analyzed the growth through the first work will lead to the short-term expectations of Pearl Abyss. Okay. Last year, Vic Game Studios attracted an investment about 35 billion won through the lead of global game company Garena. Good, because the other video I couldn't tell if it was Garena or Ganera. Garena is a company that is servicing Free Fire with 1 billion downloads and is exerting a strong influence in Southeast Asia. Therefore, it is said that the possibility of entering the global market through partnership is open. The game's daily reporter. Yeah, we're good. We're done. That was all we needed to read. But yeah, so this right here, I guess that from what they had saw in the game so far, they had expected the game to be out the next month in April. Just from seeing, or maybe just from hearing what they had heard. So this makes me believe that maybe the game is at a much closer to complete product than not, right? And here's my speculation. I think the game is either dropping at the start of May or halfway through May. Because if it looked like it was so done that they could have dropped it in April, they'd probably just tidy in a few loose ends. And, you know, early May would hit, right? So we'll be able to play as soon as May starts. That'd be a nice little rollout. Like, May starts, boom, Black Clover Mobile, get it playing, right? And that shit locked in. Now, I could also see, let's see. I can't remember amongst who, when I was in my live stream chat with Blade, Tommy, NPC, I can't remember which one of them has said they expected the game to drop like May 15th. That's actually not that bad of a guess, because if it drops on May 15th, that is actually 1 month before. Let's switch. So we can see right here that Black Clover, sorry, let me zoom in there. We can see right here that Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King, the Black Clover movie that's supposed to be coming, it was supposed to be coming out March 31st. Now it's coming out in June. It's June 16th. I'm gonna go to the other page showing the June 16th. Right here, yeah. Originally, the film was set to release on March 31st, 2023, but it was delayed due to the COVID pandemic. The production schedule was affected by the pandemic, which led to delay in the release of the film. Black Clover Sword of the Wizard King will debut on Netflix worldwide June 16th, 2023. And low-key, I feel like the delay of the movie somewhat had influence on the delay of the game, because with the movie being delayed, them not being able to finish it up to a T like they wanted it to, what if the game was also in that same status? I feel like they are going to try and drop the game before the movie and give the game enough time to kind of like get his feet in the door, right? Get us all like entertained, get us all locked into the game. Then they're gonna do like the Black Clover Sword of the Wizard King collab. So maybe not as soon as the movie drops. Yes, maybe not as soon as the movie drops. Maybe like a week after the movie drops. Because even though the movie is releasing on Netflix, worldwide, what if you don't have a Netflix account? Now, another thing to think about is this game is going to be dropping in Korea and Japan simultaneously in May. The global version will be coming later. It might come after the movie, which would kind of suck. I hope it doesn't come after the movie, because I don't want global players to miss out on like a crazy movie celebration. And honestly, now that the movie's in the mix, that's crazy, right? What if the global version does drop like in June, just like a week or two afterwards, and like we have the JPKR versions dropping May 15th, possibly a month before the movie, so that they can get their own name, kind of like in your head, right? Like, oh, dude, I'm playing Black Clover Mobile. This game is so fun. Blah blah blah. Get enough people, get enough buzz, because a month is all you need, really. Honestly, not even a month. In a day, something could blow up. So a month is more than enough time for the game to get its buzz and kind of make a name for itself. Then you get the movie rolled in, and I understand also from a perspective of not trying to put the movie in with the game at the same time, because if you do that, the launch of the game is going to be greatly impacted by the movie, and you don't want people to just associate that time that the movie collab came into the game with the start of the game. You want the game to be its own thing originally, then you want the movie to come in and amplify that thing, and then once the movie is gone, people will talk about how the movie celebration was fun, but at the end of the day, they will still know that Black Clover Mobile is a fun game in its own right. So I could see March 15th, or not March, May 15th, I'm sorry. If I've been saying March, I meant May. I could see May 15th as a release date for Black Clover Mobile 1 month before the movie, and I could even see the global version of the game releasing maybe at the beginning of like June, right before the movie as well, so they can both capitalize on the movie and the new characters, because at the end of the day, this is a business, and they have to think about this from a financial standpoint. Why would you not drop both of the games so that you can have, or all three of the games, I guess, KR, JP, and Global. Why would you not drop all three of the games so that you can capitalize on something else within your own like brand and make all that like even greater, right? It just makes a lot of sense. It's kind of like how when My Hero, The Strongest Hero dropped, they had that little collab with the World Heroes Missions, because the World Heroes Missions movie just dropped. Now, by the time the World Heroes Missions movie collab started up in that game, I stopped playing already, but I'm not gonna lie, it did look interesting. The characters did look good. I liked their moves and all their animations and all that. I was just already long gone on the game. I was already like not burned out on it because I just started on it, but I was already kind of like not impressed with it, right? So the game, I believe the game is dropping anywhere from like May 1st to May 15th. That's my range that I'm giving you guys, because I don't want to give you an exact day and tell you when. I'm not telling you when, because I don't know when the movie's dropping. We're not gonna sit here and act like this man Tabata be giving me phone calls, because Tabata doesn't give me phone calls. Tabata and Choi Jung give me phone calls at the same time, and I talk to we're like bros like this, dude. So you know, I'm pretty good at figuring this kind of stuff out. You know, sometimes they try to debate me on the phone, and they don't want to tell me stuff exactly as it is, but you know, I come down with the answer, and they're just like, oh, Vince, you're kind of smart, but hey, calm down, right? So we're just gonna talk about it in these videos here, right? But it's okay. That's gonna be it for this video, where I think the game is coming out. Yeah, I didn't miss anything. I feel like I covered everything. Yeah, and I still got my headpiece on here, so everything's all in order. Also, if you guys have been enjoying these videos, then you can Mario Leone, Baka Blitz, that like button. I still need to get my fucking I still need to get my gifts fixed that I used to use for my like and my subscribe, but it's okay. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitch. I also stream there. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, hop in my Discord even if you wanted to. It's below the video, or just send me some money. That's cool. If you want to send me money and watch me sweat it up, then that's cool. Do whatever you want. It is your world. You are the chess piece. Now move any which way you will. But that's going to be it for this video. Subscribe so that you can unleash your hostile mana. That's going to be your boy, DEADMANVINCE, signing out.